Hey, what is up guys? It's Brandon here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the best online stockbrokers and apps for trading, investing, and buying and selling stocks on the stock market. So that's what we're going to be taking a look at here in today's video. And if you want to check out any of the companies and apps we mentioned here in today's video, you can check out those links linked down below in the video description. Again, some of which are affiliate links, which can be a great way to help out and support the channel. Without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into, again, the best stock trading apps and online stockbrokers that you can start investing today. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into things. Now, first, we're going to take a look here at this page done in partnership with money.com, where we rank and put together the list of the best online stockbrokers. So this page will also be up to date as well, no matter when you're watching this video. If you'd like to get access to this page, it will be available at that first link down below in the video description box. That's brandonvalesky.com/best online stockbrokers. It'll be that first link down below in the video description. And this is the page here. And without further ado, go ahead and diving into things. Again, investing can be easier than you think. Download an app and get started in less than 5 minutes. And that's really true for pretty much all the apps here in this list today that we're going to be going through, again, step by step, and ranking them and say, what's best for different people, what types of things you can come to expect with all the different apps. So kicking the list off here at the number one spot here, our number one choice is SoFi. Now, SoFi, you can get up to $1,000 in stock when you fund a new account, and all you have to do is deposit $50 or more for higher earnings, and you can buy and sell stocks with no commissions, as well as buy fractional shares starting at just $5, and you have access to alternative investments as well, including commodities. Now, taking a look here at the SoFi website, now SoFi is a pretty popular company known for a lot of different types of financial products and services, but they do also offer SoFi Invest, which is what we're looking at here in today's video, and they offer their self-directed investing accounts, and it comes with no commission trading as well, which is pretty much the industry standard nowadays, which we'll go into a little bit later with one of the other companies we're going to be getting into as well. Now, as you can see here, they do have the offer available. Again, depending on when you're watching this video, certain offers mentioned in this video may or may not be available, so be sure to check out the links in the video description to see the most latest and up-to-date offers from any of the companies we mentioned here in today's video. Now, taking a look here, of course, as you can see, you can get up to $1,000 in stock when you fund a new account and when you're going to be doing trading. Now, in terms of the product features, right? So active investing with SoFi lets you quickly get started investing in both stocks and ETFs, which stands for exchange traded funds. Those are things like VOO or VTI, right? Those Vanguard S&P 500 index funds. You can get those through here as well, and a variety of other types of ETFs, such as like QQQ, things like that, right? Any kind of ETF that is put together or as a overall index fund from other companies, which are exchange traded funds, essentially the same thing, more or less here. So as you can see, you can pay zero commission, you can buy and sell stocks with no commission, and there's no account minimums as well. That's something else to keep in mind. And they also have the SoFi app with smart investor and news updates about a variety of different companies. Maybe if you're investing in Apple, Nvidia, Tesla, whatever it is, right? You can also connect with other SoFi members at exclusive events and experiences that they may put together as well. And in terms of those alternative investments, right, they also offer commodities, private credit, pre-IPO unicorns, real estate, and more. Now, again, that depends on if you're interested in the alternative investments. That is a newer feature that SoFi has launched. That's not necessarily for everybody. I understand if you're looking for a stockbroker, but it is cool that they also offer alternative investments as an option. Again, zero commissions, and you can start with fractional shares as little as $5. You can also set up watch lists inside SoFi as well to track different US stock markets and the quotes of current stock prices. And they do also offer options trading as well. That is a newer feature. Now, I wouldn't necessarily recommend options trade for everybody, but that is something worth mentioning that they do also offer that feature. And you can also look into margin investing. Again, another thing, not necessarily recommend that to more than most people necessarily, but if you're interested in that, they do also offer that as well. And they also have after hours trading as well. So that is something worth considering when you're taking a look at different online stockbrokers. Again, that is SoFi, again, available at the links in the video description. Moving in at number two, is you could probably see we have here is Robinhood. Now, Robinhood is actually the first online stockbroker really more or less to offer zero commission trading. So they kind of were the industry standard, or they helped introduce that new industry standard by offering, zero commission trading, and really pretty much almost forced the hand of so many other online stockbrokers to offer zero commission trading. Back in the day, Robinhood was also the first platform that I ever invested stocks with or traded stocks on. So I have a long history using their platform, and that is why they are also at number 2, because they really are still at the forefront of stock trading and a very easy and seamless app experience, which is one of the other nice benefits of using a platform or an app like Robinhood. Now, taking a look at their site here, as you can see, trade on your time and your terms. They have 24/7 support and no commission fees on stocks, ETFs, as well as options, and their first stock is on them. Again, depending on when you're watching this video, you might have certain stock promotions and things like that to get free stocks. So it just depends on when you're watching the video. Now, in terms of the Robinhood app, as you can see here, you can track these companies, and it is a pretty easy platform overall. And again, it is all still commission-free trading. Again, they really were like one of the pioneers and kind of helped implement that industry standard of having, commission-free trading. Was what Robinhood started with, and it pretty much forced more or less every other company to kind of follow suit if they wanted to keep any kind of customers coming in the door, because everyone was flooding to Robinhood back in the day. Now, it's not necessarily the standard, the same problem today. Pretty much most companies offer zero commission trading, but again, Robinhood does also still have that, of course, and that's important to keep in mind. Now, in terms of trading different stocks, right, you can trade ETFs as well as individual stocks, and they also offer certain products and services such as the Gold subscription, which you don't have to do Robinhood Gold, but it is a monthly subscription that you also have the option for. Now, in terms of Robinhood, of course, you can trade stocks, options, and ETFs commission free, and you can get a free stock when you open an account. You also have access to 24-hour market and IPOs, and they are also the only IRA with a 1% match from Robinhood, which is pretty cool. And you can earn 5% APY on uninvested cash with their Gold subscription. Again, you don't necessarily have to get the Gold subscription. That's kind of an extra. You don't need it to have an account at all, so you can get set up with them for free. The Gold subscription is an optional additional membership if you want that. Again, not necessary. And your first 30 days are free with that Gold subscription if that's something that you're interested in. Again, they do still have a completely free platform that you can use as well. In addition to that, they have, again, ETFs, options trading, margin trading, and they also offer Robinhood Crypto, which allows you to buy things like Bitcoin, Ethereum, altcoins, and that's how the Robinhood Crypto goes, as well as additional information as far as, they have IPO access, recurring investments, so you can invest automatically. You have fractional shares with as little as $1, as well as additional basics and financial information on here. Now, as you can see here, the Robinhood Gold even is at 4% now, so they may have lowered it since the 5% numbers were pulled. But yeah, so again, it just depends on when you're watching in terms of certain percentages and offers and things like that. Again, you don't necessarily even need Robinhood Gold, but it is something else if you want to earn some money on that uninvested cash. If you have enough money there, it might be worth it for you to pay the $5 a month fee, but that's totally up to you. Honestly, you could probably get like 3.5% at most online savings accounts. So it just depends on what you're interested in there. But Robinhood is still a pretty nice platform overall when it comes to investing, crypto, and retirement with their IRAs. That is a newer feature that they do have. Options, futures trading, as well as banking and their credit card that kind of goes along with the Robinhood Gold. Moving along, at number 3 in this list we have is Public. Now, Public, you can start investing with as little as $1, and they also offer zero commissions on stocks and ETFs, and they offer fractional shares and U.S. Treasuries, which is something a little bit different from some of the other companies mentioned. Not as many of the online stockbrokers, whether you're looking at the companies in this list or elsewhere, not that many offer very easy to purchase U.S. Treasuries directly from inside their app, which is a nice extra feature. And with Public, you can also invest in alternative assets such as fine arts, royalties, and luxury goods if that's something you're interested in. And you get protected up to $500K on U.S. listed securities and cash up to $250K as an SIPC member. And as you can see here, this is public, so you have the access to stocks, bonds, treasuries, options, crypto, ETF, high yield cash account, a bond account, as well as an IRA with a 1% match. So they're trying to compete with Robinhood here, as you can see, in terms of that IRA 1% match. So public, again, kind of neck and neck there. Same thing. They're like, well, we're just going to put an extra 0.1 on our account for their cash account. So if something you're interested in, it's something that is worth looking into. You can also set up a bond account with various bonds if you're interested in that, in addition to your stock investing. And in addition to that, they also have key moments you can look at in terms of summaries of asset performance charts. You also have income hubs, so you can see in terms of earnings from interest and dividends that you have in your own stock portfolio, or what you have invested in. So you can also take a look at earnings recaps, summaries, KPIs as far as the companies, if they're hitting their 10Ks reports, or if they're hitting their quarterly estimated earnings per share and things like that. That's something you can take a look at as an investor, and looking at presentations, earnings calls for different stocks. So it's a little bit more in depth than maybe some other apps in terms of the investment options when it comes to digging into those individual stocks as well. And as you can see here, it is like an all-in-one investment platform. Again, you can fund your account in 5 minutes or less from public. They do also offer, fractional bonds. It is a US-based company. They also have the news and analysis as AI powered. They also have options trading, as well as the fundamental data like I talked about, as well as the all-in-one investing platform. As mentioned, again, that is public. And moving on, next in this list at number 4, we have is Acorns. Now, Acorns is an easy and automated investing platform starting at just $3 a month, and they allow you to do online banking that automatically saves and invests with no hidden fees. You can earn bonus investments from thousands of top brands, and they are expert-led, bite-sized courses to increase your financial knowledge. They also offer that. Now, in terms of Acorns and what their platform looks like, you can also get special offers depending on when you're watching this video. If you use the links in the video description, that pretty much goes for all the companies mentioned here in today's video. And Acorns, it rounds off the money that you're spending, essentially. So in a way, it helps you invest without necessarily thinking about it, right? So you can start investing spare change, saving for retirement, earning more as basically a recurring deposit to your investment account, and automated investing. So you set up your Acorns account in 3 minutes. You set up recurring investments, and in terms of your first recurring investment, you can do that pretty quickly and easily. In terms of how it works, again, they have a video here to show you. I'm not going to play that video here in this video, but essentially, this is small little bits of money that will add up and add to, compound interest in the long run, especially if it is maybe just this $40 $8 return. If it's just $1,000 you invested over time. Like if you contributed, let's just say $20 of rounded off money every week, $20 of extra rounding up that you're putting away for investing, it does add up over time. Essentially, that's what that chart is trying to show you. And it is a pretty good platform in terms of just easily rounding up the money. And it does make it pretty easy and accessible for most people who don't necessarily want to think about investing all that much. Maybe if you're more of a hands-off investor and you're just looking for something simple and easy, you don't necessarily care about like all of the deposits and how you're going about doing it. If you just want to round up from your spending, then Acorns can be a good option for you. Again, it is a bit different, and they definitely set themselves apart from a lot of the other stock brokers and different investing platforms out there. Again, I would recommend watching this video here in terms of the specifics as far as how it works, but just a general overview. Again, you make purchases and then they round up the figure so that then that difference is sent automatically to your Acorns account, and you can automatically invest it and so that you don't have to think about it, right? It's kind of like hands-off investing. It's in the back of your head, and you're saving for retirement, or just, having, more earnings or more money saved up in general. So moving along, next in this list here we have is Moomoo. Now, Moomoo allows you to earn 8.1% on idle cash in, up to 60 free stocks with a qualified deposit, which is actually one of the highest offers currently in this list. Again, depending on when you're watching this video, this may be subject to change, probably will change. Now, they allow you to trade stocks, ETFs, and options from one account, and they have zero commissions on all US exchange listed ETFs, and they have a $0 equity options contract fee with a 6.8% marginal rate, and they give you access as well to not just US, but also Chinese and Hong Kong markets as well. If we take a look here at the Moomoo site in terms of Moomoo's, what they're all about in terms of smarter investing, they allow you to get started with, opening an account. As you can see, you can take charge of your trading. They offer investment in options, stocks, crypto as well, which is a newer thing here. And you also have ETFs, fractional shares, as well as a cash sweep account. As you can see here, it's like, boom, you have a one-stop shop for pro level trading as well. So if you're more interested in those candlestick charts, more in advanced investing platform, then realistically, Moomoo is probably one of your best options in this list when it comes to a more advanced trading platform, if that's what you're interested in. If you really care about more of the details and the analytics reports within individual stocks, options, ETFs, then Moomoo could be a good option. At the same time, you don't have to even use all the advanced systems that are here. You can just use them as a pretty quick and easy to use platform. You don't necessarily have to get into, all of the complicated charts and things that they do offer. If you just want a wider variety of different types of investments, Moomoo could still be a good option for that as well. Again, they do kind of market themselves more as like an advanced trading platform. But it doesn't necessarily have to be, right? Even if you want something, slightly simpler, you can just kind of use them in a more simple way. But if you really purely just want more simplicity, honestly, you're probably better off looking at some of the other companies in this list. But if you want something a little bit more advanced, more stockbroker trading, like more details, more charts, more analytics, Moomoo could be a good option in that case. And if you want some of their nice promotions, you can also just kind of take advantage of them for their promotions as well, because they do tend to do pretty good routine promotions. You can go ahead and take a look at this page just to see what they're currently offering. Again, it does pretty routinely change, so keep that in mind when you're watching this video. Moving along, next in this list we have is Vector Vest, and they cover 16,000 global stocks with customizable screeners, watch lists, and risk tools, and they use a proprietary VST system to simplify stock analysis with clear buy, sell, hold ratings, and they feature a real-time market timing dashboard to help time entries with and exits with confidence, which that depends on what you're interested in, of course, and they offer beginner-friendly tools and pro-level features with coaching and US-based support. If we take a look at Vector Vest, out of all the companies, this is probably the most technical platform, kind of even more technical than Moomoo, in my opinion. But if you really are a more advanced trader and that's what you're into, that's a little bit beyond my scope of knowledge here, but it could be a good option if you're interested in that. Again, if you're looking at like individual stock picking, things like that, they kind of have these charts here, which if that's what you're into, cool, this could be a good option. Again, in terms of their they have a model engine to kind of see like, okay, stock potential, analyzing stocks, ranking stocks, seeing how stocks perform over the long haul. They could be a good option for you in terms of a trading platform and overall investing if you're more interested in doing, again, more research. If you want something simpler, probably stay towards the top of this list, maybe like a Robinhood or a Public, or even Acorns as well is pretty simple as well, or even SoFi. Moving on, next and last but not least in this list here we have is IRA Financial, and they allow you to invest in alternative assets beyond just stocks and bonds. You can grow your money tax deferred or tax free with traditional or Roth IRAs, and you can invest directly without custodian delays, and you can get guidance and stay IRS compliant on a secure platform. If you take a look here at their site in terms of IRA Financial, right, you're able to unlock your retirement investment potential with their structure in terms of different assets. You can look at a self-directed IRA. Or a conventional IRA or 401k, so you can kind of dig into, you can also get set up with traditional or Roth IRA as well, and they are a decent option when it comes to, getting set up with a, IRS compliant account. Now, a lot of other accounts do also offer IRAs nowadays, compared to maybe what it was like 10 years ago. A lot more of the different trading platforms and online stockbrokers do offer IRAs, but if you're really just interested in purely just an IRA account, then maybe IRA Financial could be a good option for you if you're really just purely interested in those types of accounts versus a regular traditional taxable brokerage account, which is pretty much what most of the other companies in this list do offer, although a lot of them honestly do also offer IRAs. So it just depends on what you're interested in and what you would like. So guys, I hope you found this list helpful of, again, the best online stockbrokers and apps where you can get started investing in just less than 5 minutes. If you'd like to access this page and check out and download any of the apps or get signed up with them, you can go and check out that first link down below in the video description. I'll have links to all the companies linked down below in the video description as well. Guys, if you found this video helpful or enjoyed it, then be sure to smash that like button, hit the subscribe button as well, and notification bell so you're notified whenever I upload a new video. Anyway, guys, that's all for today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.